you will fail as a leader if you do these two things. People will quit a job or they will quit on you if your leadership is poor. They will forego money. They will forego every perk there is if they come to work and you make them feel like crap. So if you're going to lead effectively, you need to avoid these two ways of thinking. The first way is empowerment. When you tell someone that you will empower them and you think that you are giving them freedom to go do all the things that they want to do, you're wrong. Because you cannot empower someone. When you tell someone, I'm going to empower you, what you're really saying is, I hold all the power. I'm going to give you a little bit that you can play with as long as you don't mess it up. Because the minute they say, oh, you're giving me empowerment, I can go exercise my creativity and I can go employ my authority and I can go implement my responsibility. And the minute they do, and you get pissed off at them because they didn't do it the way you wanted them to do it, or the way they did it didn't succeed or meet your expectations, you're going to pull that power back. That's not empowerment. So what can you do? Instead of saying, I'm going to empower you, you have to provide the tools, provide the space, provide the latitude for them to empower themselves. So what you need to do is say, this is our mission. This is our vision. This is what we're trying to accomplish. These are what I hired you for in terms of your skills, your abilities, your thought processes. I want you to use your skills and your talents and communicate and collaborate and integrate with anyone and everyone that you need to work with in order to get your part of this mission done. This is your role responsibility. I don't like job descriptions because job descriptions are tasks and they're technical. A role responsibility says, if this is where we want to be in our mission and this is your role, now you have all the latitude to go out and implement your role. Now, if you have an issue or you need resources, I want you to come to me and say, this is what I see as the problem. These are a couple of potential solutions that I believe will solve that problem. And I need your help to do this, or I need your resources to do this or to do that. And now they have effectively empowered themselves. So I would suggest to you that you eliminate from your vocabulary as a leader that I empower my people. That is not positive. The second thing is accountability. You as a leader, sometimes, and we're taught in many cases, really taught and maybe under punishment yourself, that you have to hold your people accountable. When you say, I'm going to hold you accountable, what you have effectively done is to say, you are not responsible. You don't have the determination, the drive, the motivation, the inspiration, the creativity to do these things on your own. So I'm going to tell you what to do. And if you don't do it, then I am going to hold you accountable. And what does that mean? You're going to have to punish them. You're going to have to leverage some type of coercion in order for them to get to do what it is that you want them to do. And they're not going to do it. They will not respond. Some people do want to be told what to do. But what they want to be told what to do is they want to be given the task. And they want to have some opportunity to complete that task. They want to know what to do. And then there are those who just want to know, what are we trying to achieve? And let me go figure out how to do. Some, you may put them in the category of a follower. And there's nothing wrong with being a follower. followers are very much needed. And that's a very important skill to fulfill, very important thing to fulfill. It doesn't mean that you just take orders. It just means that you want someone who is going to lay out the path, the objective, so that then you can find out where you fit and fit in there effectively and do your job using your skills, talents, and abilities. On the other hand, though, are those who are leaders, and leaders want to be led in a different way. They just want to be told, hey, this is what we need to accomplish, and give them, again, the latitude and the tools to be able to go out there and do that on their own. So when you say, I'm holding you accountable, it means that I don't really trust you. And if someone asks you to hold them accountable, what they're saying back to you is, I don't really trust myself. I think that if I don't have someone cracking a whip over me and making me do what I'm supposed to do, then it's a good chance I'm not going to get it done. And what they have effectively said to you is, I am now turning over responsibility, authority to you to make sure that I get my work done. So if I don't get my work done, guess whose fault it is? It's yours, because you didn't hold me accountable. So as a leader, you need to avoid these two things, because if you don't, you will fail as a leader. As a leader, make sure that you are laying out the strategic path. Make sure that you are identifying the objective. Why do we exist? What are we trying to accomplish? Who do we serve? How do we serve them? Vision, mission, core values. If you want to be an effective leader, don't try to empower your people or hold them accountable. Give your people the latitude to exercise their own creativity, and you will be astounded by the things that they come up with. This is Dr. Russ Barnes, CEO and founder of Systro Solutions. If you need more of this type of information, subscribe, follow, check out our website, www.systrosolutions.com. And I love talking about this, and I'm happy to take your comments and respond to your comments. You all go out and have a great day.